And ladies and gents, welcome to Six Figs. We are doing a live stream right now. So we're going to be talking about some crazy madness that is going on within the IC because we're all seeing this rocket ship take off, folks. Now, if you guys could do me a huge favor, and I know you guys are here to support the channel and all that good stuff, but if you could do me a favor and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because we are going down a little tiny rabbit hole live today, folks. So with that said, we are going to be breaking down what exactly is going on. There's been a lot of crazy stuff that has been happening, folks. This has been absolutely nuts. We have Sonic really dropping a banger. Massive TWAP detection on ICP during the last 10 minutes on OKX ICP spot. An entity is buying 12.49 units every 10.68 seconds. So that is $30,000 an hour. So this is very interesting to me. OKX is an exchange, as far as I know. So this is interesting to me, and we are also seeing other entities like Binance being forced to buy ICP supposedly on Coinbase because Coinbase and Binance are running out of ICP, folks. All these exchanges are running out of ICP. Could OKX be the next one? Possibly. Now, it's not a definitive answer because it could be anything in the world. We could be seeing all these, some super powerful multi-hundred millionaire buying. We just don't know. But things that make me bullish, folks, and I was saying this on my live stream yesterday. And speaking of the live stream, I'm just going to make sure that everybody can hear me really quickly because I don't want to be talking into some dead mic or something right now because I've been having some issues with my set lately, computer issues, just a whole bunch of stuff. So better to be safe than sorry. I should probably have the stream pulled up anyway, but I'm just excited, folks, to just dive right into this. So with that said, we got quite a bit of people in here. So thank you all for being here. Looks like everything's working. 14 strong. All right, so we've got that going for us. And here it is, folks. Really, at the end of the day, Dfinity has been shipping out lots of work during this most recent bear market. We've gotten chain key Bitcoin. We've gotten chain key Ethereum. And this is really crazy now because we've got Dominic Williams going out there and saying that chain key USDC and chain key USDT are right around the corner. When it comes to the gas fees, folks, this is why I am projecting that we are going to see a massive rush into the internet computer. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot of these DEXs start to pump with activity. And we're going to be seeing a lot of transactions start actually happening on the IC through the DEXs. Because, as you know, IC, Internet Computer, is a gasless blockchain. The people running the dApps have to pay the gas fees, not the users. Of course, you're going to pay for it when you are making your swaps and buys and things like that. But Dominic is saying we have stable coins coming in a couple weeks. So this is very lucrative. Trading fees suck. If you ever tried to sell something on Coinbase, yeah, they charge you like $30, $40, $50, depending on the size of your trade. I'm so sick of it. So this is going to be huge. And a lot of people like the privacy features of a DEX, folks. They just do. So I'm pretty bullish on this. This whole thing. Origin, folks, is giving away 25,000 OGY. We'll cover Origin in the TA here in just a second. But we got some crazy shit going on here with the price action. That's making me super bullish. So with that said, we are going to just do one more thing here. Bear with me, because what I'm about to show you is absolutely insane. Right here, I'm just going to throw this into my little tab here. Come on, baby. Okay, whatever. We'll bring that on the screen in a second. But OGY, Origin, this is a project that I'm bullish on. You know, disclaimer, I'm invested in it. Just like $500, nothing crazy. But, you know, I think that there could be something to this. Do your own research, things like that. But let's get into the real reason why we're here. You know, where is ICP going to pump as far as like the tokens go and things like that? Where's this price headed to? You know, that's the $1 million question, literally. You know, in the last day, we've got ICP up 11%. I can remember talking about Bonk here like a couple of weeks ago, and I was not bullish on it at all. So with that said, you know, things are looking decent for the IC. When I go ahead and throw up, folks, this Gone Fan, the Gone Fan is great at finding hidden support and resistance levels. And this is what makes this technical analysis on this channel so much better than anywhere else. Because, you know, I'm going to give you guys the straight up alpha, whether it's bad or good. So I've talked about this in the past. You know, we had the inception of ICP. We had FTX basically pump this thing from like $180 4 days via perpetual futures all the way up. And when ICP launched, FTX set up the price action to absolutely collapse. And then there was this huge narrative by New York Times and Arkham Intelligence that this was an elaborate rug pull. But I don't think it was, folks, because you had FTX was a super corrupt actor in the space. And when I started making my videos April of 2022 exposing FTX for what they were doing, everybody was calling me crazy. And then 8 months later, FTX collapsed. And then they said, oh, there's something to what you had to say there. You know, ICP was very well known as a rug pull token until that information I found completely exonerated them. It was the best discovery I think I've ever made or been a part of in crypto. But I think getting to the point here that ICP came and bottomed out at like 26 cents. I mean, we had, or 26 cents, $28. We had a double bottom formation here. And price was able to sustain up to this $88, $60, $70 on the way down for quite some time. So I think that this $86 level, I do think that this is a true resistance level for ICP. And I'm saying that because I consider everything maybe previously, you know, from June 21st and later to be manipulation by FTX. So we don't really know where the true support and resistance lines are for ICP in this span of time. But here we do have somewhat of an idea. And when I throw up the Gone Fans, folks, this is what kind of confirms this for me, is that the Gone Fans, folks, are here to basically tell us and show us where things are moving, where strengths and weaknesses are in the price action, folks. It just is what it is. Here we can see that this one-to-one line is a very, very healthy support and resistance trend line. We can see this relationship of price action, bouncing, dropping below it. This, to me, really kind of confirms that this could be a very well-placed Gone Fan. And another point, you can see how price was really reacting with these other fans that were spanning upwards. So to me, I do think that this Gone Fan is probably one of the best placed Gone Fans that anyone could ever do, because we do technical analysis at this highest level possible. So where are we right now? Well, right now, TradingView's charts have their panties in a bunch. So I'm going to bring over this right here. Who wouldn't want to go on a Norwegian cruise, folks? But we have seen ICP go on an absolute mental upswing like crazy. This thing yesterday was sitting at rank number 37, somewhere in there. Now it's fighting with Cosmos for the 25th spot. So with that said, I do think that the IC will overtake Cosmos here. I think it's going to overtake a lot of these other coins as well. But we're seeing some of these other coins pump, like Stellar has been pumping, all these other coins. But we are seeing IC at $7.17 right now. That is kind of what this ticker up here is trading, but you can see that this is inaccurate right here. So with that in mind, ICP price is somewhere right in here at the moment. And we can see that now that we are up in these trend lines here for this next gone fan, it's going to leave us with a couple options here. One being that we keep pumping, and if we break above the $7.50 level, I think we're going to see ICP possibly run up to this $12-ish level. It would be interesting to see that happen, because I think that would be a great point at that time for ICP to maybe make some sort of bull flag going into this spring or something of that nature. I do think that it would also give us an argument that we might be seeing some greater Elliott wave theory momentum in play right now. So for this time being, I mean, I'm really kind of expecting the IC to maybe come up to about this $8.30 range here. And I would love this. And this is also another great thing or possibility. And I'm going to lay down some crazy shit that you guys are about to see. You know, if we can get up into this little channel here, I mean, this would be a textbook bull pennant move, which would take us even higher. But I do think that if that breaks down and we break down at like the $7.50 level, I'm not going to lose sleep over this, because there is an absolute greater play that we could be making here, folks. There just is. Bear with me 1 second here. Okay, we got 23 strong watching. Appreciate all of you. If you could do me a huge favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm looking at the chats right now. Okay, Ran from Banter gave it a positive shout out. That's great. We'll take all the positive shout outs we can get. But when it comes down to it, folks, I do think that we are seeing something absolutely magnificent that could possibly be happening. And that is this incredible inverse head and shoulders pattern that we could be seeing. So right now, bear with me 1 second. I'm having all these issues with like my mouse. Okay, so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So if we see something like this play out, you know, get ready, guys. This thing could really start ripping off. You know, I would also take a cup and handle formation on IC. And we're going to be talking about the weekly Ichimoku cloud here in just a second, because I know a lot of people have been kind of following that. And it's a great way to identify where price action is and things like that. You know, if we cannot crest above this $7.70 level, I would like to see something like this play out. A cup and handle, and this would kind of complete this inverse head and shoulders. Cup and handles, inverse head and shoulders, they kind of go hand in hand. But, you know, it's one of those things. Until we see what happens, we won't know. I'm always trying to forward think the markets. If we start seeing certain types of price actions, certain types of patterns, where this thing is going to go next, that is what takes That is what it takes to be a good trader, is the absolute ability to forward think patterns and strategies. Because after the market's moved, it's too late. So when it comes down to it, let's just look at the weekly chart, because this is something that is absolutely historical right now for ICP. We're trading at $7.17. So we are above the Ichimoku cloud technically until TradingView gets their stuff figured out here. We just won't know what's going on, but this thing is interacting with the Gann fan lines just perfectly. You guys can see how it's using these fan lines, the price action, as support and resistance. It's obeying them. So if we can get above this fan line here, which we already are, I do think that it's going to give the IC a great chance to maybe run to this $12.30. I'm just going to go like $11-ish level as well. And this could even be a greater play for us as well, because we could see this bull flagpole, and then we could see maybe a pennant form, which would possibly take us up to this $26 range, somewhere in there, maybe $20 to $26 range. Again, this is not financial or trading advice, folks, but I'm starting to see a lot of these patterns kind of set up and things like that. RSI's still at 73. This thing's still got room to run on the weekly if things are getting real nasty. So, and nasty is, I mean, running, pumping, things like that. So RSI on the daily, this is way oversold, or overbought, excuse me. So, we might see somewhat of a sideways trading trend from here on out. El Chingian in the chat, what's happening, bro? Good to see you guys. And I think, folks, that, you know what? We are going to wrap this one up for today. So we are going to be covering ICP at a super high level, probably do more live streams during the week, and especially when price is pumping like this. I've said it before, but a lot of times in the bear market, there's just not enough viewers for me to consider doing live streams. So if you like these, please smash the like button, show me some support, then I'll keep doing them. But until next time, folks, I wish you guys all the best.